Good afternoon, teaching English home language and first additional language, both SPs and FETs. I am Marcel Herron. I'm going to be your English method lecturer for first semester and for second semester. And I thought I'd just do a little welcome and orientation so you get to know who I am and have some idea of the course structure. So before I get going, it is a lovely March day and from Port Elizabeth. So this is where my recording is coming from. So welcome, and it's going to be good to get to know you all. Just let me share my screen with you quickly. Get my PowerPoint up. There we go. Let's go to slide share. Okay, so yes, welcome. And you can see my little animated icon here is saying welcome to you as well. So this is my little informal introduction to welcome you to the course. Some information about me, what you need to know. The most important thing is that you can get hold of me at my email at Stadio. So it's Marcel H. Herron is my surname at stadio.ac.za, and I live in my email. I'm always contactable there. So that's where you get hold of me. Other thing you need to know about me is that I love teaching English. I actually love English, and I think teaching English is also fun. So that's quite a theme that'll go throughout the semester as well. You better love teaching English. And I hope you're all excited. Start of the year, 2022 is on its way, 2021 is behind us, and we can get excited about entering the classroom and learning to teach English. So just a reminder, because as I live in my email box, there's a few little things you need to note about it, is that in the subject heading of your emails, always write your course. So that'd be TEFF or TEFS, TEHF if you're home language, or TEHS if you're SPs. I teach 4 different courses. It's always nice to get the email. And if you put your course on there, I'm orientated immediately. I know what your course is, and I know where to find you as well. So something like this, TEFF701, assignment 1 submission, and I know straight away what course you are, and I know what the details are of your email. Also use your registered name. So if you've got a name that isn't registered with Stadio, I sometimes can't find you because I search with you using your initials. So if you like the name, say Ayanda, but your name is Rukolo, I will be searching with A and I'll never find you. So rather use your registered name on your emails so that I can find you if I need to search for you. And then also in the body, not a long email, just give me the specific details, the issue or the topic, what you want information about. It'll relate to your heading, if it's about assignment submission or online trackers. And then something with dates, so I know what you're referring to. So just a very short email, and I can get back to you very quickly. Otherwise, it's quite berserk. Instead of a quick response, I don't know what you're talking about, and then we go on and on and on. So just make this nice and quick. I have about 400 to 450 students. So if everyone takes 5 emails to get to the crux of what you're talking about, it might be a bit of a problem. Okay, I'll remind you about this. Right, what about me? As I said, I come from Port Elizabeth, Obeha now. Right at the bottom of South Africa, if you're not sure where PE is, or Obeha, between Cape Town and Durbs. It's also near the sea. This is why I love being near the coast. There you can see the pier, right at the bottom of South Africa, coming closer to Nelson Mandela University, where I used to teach. And so I've come across students from all over the world, in all parts, taught across all faculties. So while I was at NMU for 19 years, I got to know many kinds of students, taught English, taught academic literacy, as well as teaching in high schools as well in Port Elizabeth. Yeah, then I decided to go abroad, and the UAE sort of allured me there, and I got a position at Skyline University College, that's in Sharjah, and I went there for 2 years. It's a business administration university, and I taught academic English composition to the students who came from all over the world, Eastern Europe, local Emiratis, at Skyline University College. There it is, in the middle of Sharjah, University City. From there, there's the faculty that I taught with. You can see quite a mixed group of academics from all over the world as well. And there we taught mostly business administration, MBA type students. They also had to have access to English. I went from there for 3 years to higher colleges of technology in Ras Al Khaimah. I taught at both the men's campus and the female campus. Males, this was part of a subject called services subject we did, where they did a pollution report and picked up all the garbage around the university, and we wrote a whole report about that. And my lovely female students at women's campus, here they are writing a quiz. Okay, that was when I left in 2019 to return to South Africa. A little token I received from the principal of the campus. And then I came to PGCE and started there in 2020 with the English methodology course. And there's a whole group of academics that started with me. And there I am right at the back. This was before COVID, and we actually got together at the start of 2020 to meet each other for a workshop. We haven't done that since because of the constraints we've had with lockdown. So I want to know how you're feeling. Let's touch in on that. Get your temperature. Hopefully you're in that middle line, going horizontally, vertically down, happy, contented. You're not feeling angry or worried or anxious or tired. But I'd like to know how you feel. So let me know. This will be on Canvas. You can access the link there. Once I put it up at the beginning of the academic year, you've got 2 days to complete how you're feeling. So think of 3 words. Go onto Canvas. I'll talk about this again. Click on the link and write your 3 words, and I will share this with you the following week to show you what my students are feeling like. Okay, but I'll come back to this again. Right, what about your prescribed readings? There are 2 that you'll need. I've already uploaded the first one, which is the CAPS document for whichever course you are teaching, and that will be on Canvas as well on your LMS. And there's also Ferreira, which is the work with the book I refer to all the time, teaching language, and this you really need to have. The recommended reading is Colleen. He's got a lot of updated information about the CAPS document, and I also refer to Colleen, although it's just recommended at this point, but it's really a very good textbook to have for all the courses that you are teaching. So there's the CAPS document, which I have uploaded, so you'll all have a copy of that. You're going to need it for SP and FET or whichever courses you are teaching. This is the Ana Ferreira teaching language, which I will refer to all the time. And obviously, let me go back. And then the last one is the Roy Colleen teaching strategies with lovely information on writing, but also on CAPS and curriculum documents. So let's look at what we're going to look at in semester 1. The first unit we're going to, if you're first additional language students, you have to learn about acquisition theories, second language acquisition, and you will have a special extra lecture on that. Also, communicators language teaching and text-based approaches. We'll look at some teaching methodologies, and then we'll also interrogate the CAPS document, which is so important as a background and a guide to teaching English. Second unit, we're going to look at communicative skills, especially listening and speaking. There you go. Are you listening? Active listening. And are you speaking? So we're going to concentrate on listening and speaking skills in unit 2. And then in unit 3, we're going to look at reading, and we're going to look at all kinds of reading, from poetry to advertisements to drama to film study. So it's a whole variety of genres that we'll look at in the reading section. So you've got the CAPS document, you've got speaking and listening, and then you've got reading as part of the curriculum for unit 1, 2, and 3 in semester 1. Right, there's the reading icon. We're going to look at the kind of delivery mode that we have for the distance learning program here at Stadio. It's called the Flexible Hybrid Learning Experience, FHLE model. Flexible Hybrid Learning Experience approach. And you might say, do you understand what I'm talking about? Is that all clear? What's that? I'm sure you're quite confused. Well, it's an approach for distance learning that's going to look at different varieties of approaches that become flexible. It's called the hybrid learning model. Sometimes it'll be face-to-face. Our face-to-face will be the Zoom session where you can join live with me and you can chat to me online. It's personalized. Okay, so we're dealing with students. It's blended. That means we can have online as well as other forms of learning. We'll use a variety of tools to learn. Turn it in. You're going to do online quizzes. We're going to sure that we have social distancing because we are separated by a screen. Worried about health and safety with the COVID, maybe with Omicron now on its way out, and the fourth wave only coming in July. We actually don't have the fifth wave, I think, and we don't really have to worry that much. Flexible schedules, you can study whenever you want to, the middle of the night, first thing in the morning, and we're going to use remote learning tools like laptops, phones, we're going to use internet, and those are all important if we're doing the flexible hybrid learning experience. So what is it? It's a style of education where you learn by a mix of the traditional face-to-face. For this course, it won't be that kind of traditional face-to-face. It's going to be more the Zoom type lecture. And we're going to do the online as well. Yes, you're going to be doing recordings of the LMS, going to get them down, download them, listen to me recorded or me live. Right. What does this mean for your course, your TEFF or TEFS or your TEHF and TEHS? What does that mean for you? It means there can be 3 delivery modes. First is the canned recorded class, which is what I'm actually doing now. I'm pre-recording something. The YouTube link will be pasted on Canvas, and you can click on the link and you can access the information anytime you like. Then there's the Zoom face-to-face, which is a live recording, which you can listen into in real time, but the recorded link will also be pasted onto the LMS if you can't access it. And finally, you're going to have a few online tutorials, especially the online tracking, which counts 10% of your participation mark. There's 10 of them in all, each count 1%, and that's all done online on Canvas. So let's look at the canned lessons first of all. Well, what is that? It's going to be the content of the different units that we're going to cover. So I think they're about 4, I think, canned events. There's about 6 face-to-face. There's about 2 Moodle ones. Those are your normal online tasks instead of having a recording with a variety of materials. Who does it? You do it independently. You go and access the recording and you listen to it. Where? Well, you get it on Canvas, on the LMS, but you can listen to it anywhere. You can be in your car, you can be at college, you can be at home, you can be even at Starbucks if you want to do your work, anywhere you like, in bed. When? Anytime, day or night, whenever you feel that you can do it on weekends, during the week, together, apart. So it's very flexible. This is the example of my Canvas page, my welcome page. Week 1, Unit 1, welcome. And there you see all the things that are in this actual recording, I've listed there on the actual LMS under my welcome. And I tell you a bit about the course, and I'm saying best wishes for semester 1. So it's all there, and that's where you're going to see it on Canvas. So do you have to do the canned class? Do you have to listen to my recordings? You might ask me. Unfortunately, yes. Some of the students decide they're not going to listen to it, and then it really becomes a problem to know what you should do and the content you should provide for your online tracking. Okay. So you need this information, whatever I'm saying, to complete the online tracking event, which are quizzes about the content of what I'm lecturing about. Sometimes multiple choice. Your first one's actually a reflection where you're going to write a little journal entry of about 500 words, but the rest of them are all going to be actual answering multiple choice type questions on the learning material. And you can get 95, 100% if you do all of these quizzes. They are also important that I speak about the assignments also in the canned class. So you get lots of good information about your assignments, what you should do. There are also separate canned events, which I will put on about the assignments, which gives you more details. But you actually have to listen to them to know what's going on. If you don't do it, yes, you will not be able to complete the tasks effectively. You won't be able to complete your online tracking quizzes effectively, because if you haven't listened to the content of the actual lecture, then how are you going to know how to answer those quizzes? At the Zoom face-to-face class, that means there's no more formal lectures for you, that you don't have to go and sit in class and listen to me or anyone else going blah, blah, blah. I'm not the old traditional way of teaching. You will access all the course information for your Zoom class from the recording or live as I'm speaking. And then you take that material and you can practice it, you can go over it again, you can apply it to the tasks, to the online trackers, and extend it in your assignments. This is an example of what it will look like when you go and click on the link for the recordings that you can see. It's from YouTube. This is on semester 1, week 3, where we're doing communicative language teaching. There's me in the corner busy lecturing, and the PowerPoint will be revealed much the same way as I'm doing it now. You'll also have your online tracking quizzes. These are quite important. As I said, there are 10 of them, which count 1%. So at the end of this semester, your assignment 5 is 10% made up of 1% of each of the online tracking quizzes. So if you don't do one, you maybe get 90%. That's fine. But when you decide not to do any, and you want a nice little bonus at the end of the term or semester, it's not so nice when you've got 0 or 0 for it. Okay. Why do we have these tutorials and these online tracking quizzes? Well, it extends the face-to-face and the canned classes. It's only 45 minutes, so this gives us more extended time with you and giving you additional materials and resources. These support your online assessments, so these recordings are quite important, and it helps you to complete your online tracking quizzes as well. Where do you find them again? Again, on Canvas, you'll get everything there. And where can you do it? Anywhere where you've got internet access, right? From home or from your office or from your car, from the bus, from the train, from the plane, okay, wherever you are. And when, again, anytime, day, night, weekends, weeks, whenever you want to do it. Okay, the time is yours. You can do it when you like. So how will this kind of delivery mode, this FHLE, flexible hybrid learning experience, help you? It's flexible. As I said, you can learn any day time of the day or night. You can do all the classes at once, or you can break it up, do one section at a time. You've got less class. You don't have to come to classes traveling again. You don't have to come to class. Some of you are all over the world. I have some students in Cyprus as well, Namibia, all over the place. There'll be 6 Zoom face-to-face recordings. If you can't listen to the live recording, you can get the link on Canvas and you can access it. There are 4 CAN sessions like I'm doing now, where the link will be there and you can go and access it. You'll have 2 Moodle, which are your 2 tasks that you will do there, little assignments. I think there's one on the novel where you'll just don't do a task, and that will be your class for that week. And you can choose when and where you want to do it. So this will make you a better graduate, a better teacher, because you're going to become more independent, you can become more active, and you can become more responsible. And that always equals success. So are these kind of courses easier? No, they're not easier. They're more convenient perhaps, but not easier. They're different. You'll still have to learn your coursework. You'll still have outcomes. You'll still have assessments. So that'll always go with this kind of course. So to be successful in this kind of flexible hybrid learning experience, you will need to be responsible. So you won't have to make excuses that I can't get access to my materials. I've got no laptop, I've got no phone, I don't have time, I've got too much commitments. You're going to have to do the online activities in time. You're going to have to make your own time for it. You have to be responsible enough to participate in the Zoom face-to-face classes, just to type the questions in the chat, to contact me on email afterwards if you are unsure about anything. So you've got to participate in ways that you can. And then you've got to actively look for support in online tutorials or online emails. You've got to go, and I'm not going to be there to see that you're looking confused. All right, I might see it from your questions, but if you don't give me a question, how will I even know that you are confused? It'll make you independent. Okay, you don't have to rely on anybody. You can manage your own time, but you will have to check your emails and your notifications and check to see that you're not missing anything, because you're not going to see me in my office. I don't have an office. I live in my house in PE, and so you'll not see me here. See me at Musgrave or Waterfall or Montana or Centurion. Okay, you'll see me in my email box. This is what the typical week will look like, and I'll put the schedule up. So you'll see these are all the weeks, those are all the dates. You can see recess time is the 22nd to the 29th of April. So you'll have the canned sessions. These are the pre-recorded sessions. Here there are 1, 2, 3 that I can see. You'll also have the face-to-face Zoom sessions. These are the green 1, 2, 3 I can see here. It still goes on further. And this is an example of a Moodle where you will actually go and do a task on short stories, with the material that you are required to complete a mini assignment for that week. Okay, so it's going to look like that. This program will go up as well on Canvas. Okay, so have you been listening to what I've been saying? So there's going to be a little Kahoot online tracking quiz on Canvas to find out how well you've been listening to what I've been saying. So I will put up the link on Canvas. You can see it's the TEFFS Semester 1 2022 Introduction Fun Quiz. It's 10 multiple choice questions about what I've been talking about. And you'll have until midnight on the 22nd of March to complete the fun quiz. So on the 14th of March, it'll go up. I'll put the link, the live link on Canvas with Kahoot. You can just click on the link, answer the 10 questions, and then I will let you know who's the winner, the top 10 from those of you that answer. And I'll know how many do it as well. I won't know names, it's all anonymous, but it's a fun quiz just to check type of thing that you have to do on your online quizzes to check how much you're listening to what I've been saying. Okay, so best wishes for semester 1, and I'm looking forward to get to know you all. Just know that the course gets quite hectic. You're going to have to stay abreast of time. You're going to have to plow a bit, but it can be fun, and you're going to learn a lot about teaching English, which I hope is going to be of benefit to you and beneficial to your TP as well. So I'm saying thank you. Thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you with my first lecture later this week. So ciao for now, take care, and stay safe. Stop the share. And saying bye again from my bright room here. And I'm going to end this little welcome and orientation.